Hi everyone, Valerie here with this week's 2-Minute Tech Tip. Today we're going to talk about taking your digital photos into the real world. Let's get started. Digital photos are great. You can take more photos than you could with film. You can see right away whether you got the shot or not, and you can edit them after the fact. That said, I'm a big fan of printing photos. To me, looking at an album or photo book is much more satisfying than scrolling through a phone. So today we're going to talk about different ways to do that. Let's start with our digital photo albums. As I've said before, I like to create these right away after an event or trip. That said, while I remove bad pictures from those albums, I usually put nearly everything I have in them. Then I edit down and pick what photos I'd like to print. So the album from this trip to Yellowstone started with 463 photos in it. I'll scroll through those, and as I do, I'll check off the photos that I like and think I might want to print. Usually this will get me down to about 100 photos or so. Then I'll create an album with just those photos. Then I take another look at it. Here I was experimenting with different exposures, but I really think only one of these is worth printing, so I'm going to remove the other two from this album. When I'm printing photos for an album, especially for a trip, I like to think about telling the story of the trip and the location and not just the quality of the photos. For example, I don't think my shots here at the Grand Prismatic Spring are great, but it's an important location to include in a trip to Yellowstone, so at least one will make the printing. I'm now down to about 50 photos. I'll look through them again and see if there's any that could benefit from a little editing. Perhaps I'll crop the arm out from this one. Now that I've picked out my photos, how do I get these printed? There's a lot of different photo printing services available, and the one you use will depend on several factors. Do you want to be able to pick up your photos today in person, or do you want them to be sent to you? Do you want different size photos or photos printed on canvas, mugs, t-shirts, etc.? There are a lot of options out there, but one thing most photo printing companies offer is to go through your Google or other accounts to upload your photos. So today, I'm going to be working with snapfish.com, and I'm just going to order some prints, nothing fancy. When I go to get the photos, I can choose to use my Google account. I can then log into that account here and then find the album I just created. From there, I can select all those photos, and they will be copied to Snapfish for printing. Here I can choose the quantities and sizes of the photos I want to print. I also have one last chance to edit my photos. Keep in mind that if you want to pick up your photos at a store, that might put limits on the sizes you can print. Once you're done here, you can submit your order, choose the mail order or pickup, and get your prints. That's it for today. Hope you have a happy Thanksgiving. Take care.